Are you ready to hear about my boyfriend, Chris Evans?
Chris Evans.
Chrissy Evans.
No biz.
You're listening to Know This. I'm Clint.
I'm Jeremy.
A 1, 2, 3, 4
You're finally listening. Let out a cheer. It's the best damn episodes
of the year.
It's the seasons of Christmas.
Season of Chris's.
No, not that kind of Christmas. It's the seasons of Chris.
Christopher Robert Evans.
God, don't even call him that.
I will. For the whole episode, I will call him that.
Christopher Robert Evans every single time.
CRE. Oh.
CRE.
Ew.
Isn't that a disease?
I don't know. It doesn't sound good. All right, so Christopher Robert Evans.
It's Chris Evans.
Yeah, you ready to learn more about America's ass, man?
Ooh,
Ass man.
dude, that was nice.
Oh,
that was America's ass. You got to appreciate America's ass, okay? It's right there. You got to.
It's like, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless.
It was good stuff. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Chris Evans. I guess I'll just call it Christopher Robert Evans.
Just do it. Hold the bit, whatever.
We're going to talk about him, and we're going to focus a lot about his work that he's done and also some hidden talents that he has. So it's going to be a fun episode.
You know, by the end of this episode, you're going to be tired of saying Christopher Robert Evans. I feel
I will never be tired of Christopher Robert Evans. But before
Who
we
are
talk about Christopher Robert Evans, Chris, I'm like mashing it up now.
It's a tongue twister now.
Yeah. How are you, man?
So, I mean, I guess this is kind of Christmas related, but for Thanksgiving, I baked an apple pie from scratch.
Oh, look at you.
Normally, I only have like Costco pie or like pies that are already pre-made. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to think, what would pie from scratch taste like? You know, like it's a lot more work. Oh, damn, it's a lot more work. Because like you have to like bake it for 2 hours. You have to cut all the apples into slices. What
kind of apples did you use?
The recipe required pink lady apples. So they're like more tart a little bit.
Okay.
It's supposed to be firm apples because you don't want the really soft ones that are good for eating because it just turns into mush when you have it in the pie.
Mm-hmm. It really depends.
But I think it was a lot more expensive than if I just bought a pie. So that's like the give and take. You know, like, do I want to spend? It's like if I make it a family tradition, I think it could be fun. But besides that, it may be not worth it.
How long did it take you?
I started the day before Thanksgiving. Only because I wanted to get a lot of prep beforehand. Because what you have to do is you have to peel the apples. And you also have to make the dough prior because you have to refrigerate the dough overnight. Because you got to make sure it's cold. Because if you have room temperature dough, all that butter that's in your dough is going to melt. Which means that you're not actually going to have any of those like flaky air pockets anymore. It's just going to be like melted dough and it won't be good.
Yeah.
So I had to start the day before Thanksgiving and then basically do a bunch of prep for it. The actual cooking it doesn't take too long because you're really just putting it in the oven and then waiting for it to cool down afterwards. So that part's not that long. But you just have to do a lot of the work prior, I think.
Oh, ew.
Let's just go to Chris Evans, man. Oh, I mean, who is it? What's his name?
Christopher Robert Evans. Get it right.
Oh my God.
Rob for short. C-Rob. All right. So before I dig in deep into Christopher Robert Evans. Oh, fuck. I'm already tired of singing.
There it is.
The first question is going to be a quick question. It's going to be a little challenge, Jeremy. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and I want you to name as many movies of Christopher Robert Evans as you can.
Ooh,
okay?
Okay.
All right.
Well, Christopher Robert Evans was never in any movies. I've only seen Chris Evans in movies.
Oh, whatever.
Okay,
I'm not gonna write this down because you're just gonna say these fast. So we'll see if we're right or wrong. Let's see how you go.
We'll just count, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll just whatever. All right, here we go. You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute starting now. Go.
Okay, Fantastic Four. He was in Captain America, and he was also in Captain America: Winter Soldier. He was also First Avenger, and then he was in Captain America: Civil War. He was also in Avengers. He was also in Avengers: Endgame. I'm just naming all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was also in Avengers: Infinity War. Let's see what else. What else is he in? He was also in the best movie of all time, the knife one, Knives Out, and then. I think he's he used to be like a rom-com guy, right? Like someone with just comedies. Like I think he was in one of those trashy ones where like they just talk about sex the whole time or something.
Talk about sex the whole
I don't know those names. Like I feel like he's probably in one of those American Pies, but not really. But like what else could he have been in? You know, he probably voice acted in like Family Guy and Simpsons. Like they always have people there.
All right. Well, that's time. That's good. You're good. All right. You're going off the rails for Christopher Robert Evans here.
Well, I mean, I only know really
all the Marvels.
all the Marvel movies. And that's like a lot of movies. I mean, honestly, in his past, 10 years, most of it was Marvel movies that he did.
Yes. Well, good to know that you're a big supporter of his Marvel movies.
Like we said, it's America's ass.
Yes, and you named more movies than you did with Chris Pine, so.
Well, that's because Chris Pine didn't do any Marvel movies. I'm a big Marvel fan. What can I say?
Okay, all right. And besides knowing all those movies that you just said, what else do you know about Christopher Robert Evans?
I know that he was on the news lately for playing the piano while wearing a sweater from Knives Out, or it looked like Knives Out, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's so cool." And then that's about it.
Okay, that's it? That's all you know about him? Nothing else?
Oh, I also know that like Chris Hemsworth, when he was putting his hands onto the Chinese theater, he messed up too? Yeah, he messed up too. But he only messed up during the practice round. Apparently, there's a practice round before you do the real thing. And when he was doing the practice one, he forgot, or he didn't have space to put his S in his last name. So it was like Evan, and then underneath the name, it had an S.
Oh, but his real one is fine. Okay.
I think so. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
All right.
He's not my guy. He's your guy.
I didn't know about that, actually. So thanks for teaching me today. But yeah, all right. That's all you know?
I mean, what else would he? He's the Human Torch, and that was trash. So,
how dare you?
Oh, he was probably in the second one. He was in Fantastic Four too. Yes. Silver Surfer. Damn, I forgot about that one.
That's fine. Yeah. It's okay.
He's not trash. I just think he definitely could have been better.
Mm-hmm. I like those
in
movies.
That movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, but yeah, that's. I'm gonna start calling him Chris Evans. Fuck it.
There it is. We got him.
But yeah, Chris Evans is known for his role as Captain America, America's ass. That has been his biggest role yet. And he's also known for other movies, such as you said, Fantastic Four. So he's also played a superhero more than once. His most recent movie, Knives Out, that was a good movie.
Yeah, so
good movie.
I loved it. I thought it was the best film of last year.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what else I watched last year.
Did Avengers Endgame come out last year?
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh no, now I don't know. But it was the best non-Marvel movie. Anyways,
that's a safe answer. Let's get into the questions about Christopher Robert Evans. So he's back. So Christopher Robert Evans was born on June 13th, 1981, and he is currently 39 years old. So still holds up that Chris Pine is still the oldest out of the Chris's. We'll see how old Chris Pratt is.
Barely.
Let's talk about his beginnings into his acting career and also his modeling career. He had a little modeling gig for a game. That's my hint for you. So what do you think his first acting gig was? It was a movie. And my hint for that it was an educational film.
That's terrible.
He was a teenager. He was like 16 for this film. And then for his modeling gig for a game, he was 15, I think. So can you guess what he did for his first acting gig, or what was his first acting gig about, and also what his first modeling gig was?
Have I heard of these before?
No.
How am I supposed to know these things? Damn.
I don't know. Just guess of like the topic. Like what
And
movie
it's not
was-
like it's not a theatrical film. Like it didn't make it into theaters. Like it was educational for like straight to DVD, send it to your students or something.
I think so. I don't think it was in, I don't think it
Okay.
was in the
Well,
movie
I'm
theater.
guessing that the movie was probably some like sex ed thing. You know, one of those
Okay.
films is like, oh, this is a teenage boy. Oh, he's feeling some feelings right now. It's okay because this is all natural. This teenage boy, and then it goes into like his body and saying like, oh, and this is where your organs are, and blah blah blah.
And you think that Chris Evans was the boy where they went inside his body?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd see that.
Alright.
You know,
Okay.
you know, like the girls would be, ooh, Chris Evans, he hot. I'm gonna look into his organs too. You know,
America's ass.
ooh. And his modeling. Who models for a game? Like
It's a
what the-
game. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of this game, actually. I don't know. I don't think you'd ever I don't think you would play this game. That's my hint, I guess.
I wouldn't play this game. You know what? He was probably a Sims character, and he was a IRL Sims character. Okay, so then they made him do all the Sims things like a real person. That should be such a cool that should be a thing. They probably already have that. I feel like they already do.
I don't think
Like they should do a commercial
Uh-huh.
where you do the exact same stuff and you control a person in real life, being a Sims character, and then be doing like Soar and all these like Sims things, and then they're like, oh, why do it in real life where it's weird when you do it when you can go into the Sims world and actually do it there or something.
Okay. All right. So you think, all right. Okay. So you think he was in a sex ed movie, and also he was part of the Sims like advertisement thing.
Yep. That's
All right.
Christopher Robert Evans for you.
All right. Wow. He's getting better and better by the minute.
I'm liking him more and more.
Yeah. But let's fast forward to more of the better movies that he made. So
Hey, you don't know. That could have been a great educational film.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I've never have not seen it. I didn't watch the trailer either. I just skimmed over the summary of the movie.
Mhm.
But let's talk more about the more like mature movies that he made, or like
Okay.
when he was older. And he's actually been part of multiple comic book movies or comic book adaptation movies. So you've already guessed Avengers and the Captain America one and the Fantastic Four ones. Can you name the other three?
Other three?
Yeah. There's a lot of
And
comic books out there.
And I'm guessing they're not Marvel comic books. Like they're not the ones from Captain America and stuff, because they're like separate.
No,
movies.
I don't. No, they're not.
Like he didn't play Captain America.
No.
in these comic book
It's
ones.
different
that's what I'm saying.
characters.
Because like there's like so many comic book ones where you could be like, oh, I'm Captain America, but it's not called Captain America. It's called freaking whatever, you know?
No, I would never ask you that question. Yeah, one of the movies was pretty famous. It has like a cult following. I like this movie.
I want to say he was in, what's that movie where it's like Kick Puncher, or what, like Nicolas Cage was in this.
The National Treasure.
No, damn, what was
Chris
that
Evans
one that
wanted to steal the Declaration of Independence. Ooh, they should redo the National Treasure movies with Chris Evans as the lead. I would watch that.
I'd watch anything Chris Evans in right now, dude. I'm so into him.
Oh, all right. You have not said those about Chris Pine or Chris Hemsworth.
I'm telling you, man. Right now, just looking, I feel like Chris Evans.
Just
seems like a pretty
looking
cool
at
guy.
Chris Evans.
I haven't like actually thought about what he would be in, but like he seems cool. It's kind of how I thought Chris Pine was cool until he did his podcast about him, and I was like, nope, straight trash.
Yeah, I tried really hard on that guy.
I'm gonna say Kick Ass. Do you know that film?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that has Nick Cage in it, and I feel like there was so many different like masked superheroes in it that I kind of feel like that could have been him.
All right. Can you name the other two?
Was he in like the one with Michael Cera, like the one where he plays? It was like Pete something versus the world or something like that.
Okay.
God, what is it called?
Pete
something versus the world. Scott Pilgrim versus the world. That's what it was called.
Okay. All right.
He's in that
Another one.
And then I'm just trying to think of another superhero film. That's not DC and it's not Marvel. So something that's not name brand. I don't know. The Watchmen.
You
Sure,
thought
why
he was
not?
in The Watchmen?
I don't think he was in The Watchmen, but like there was some blonde guys in there, so why not?
All right. Okay. All right. Good guesses. Good guesses. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, here's the part where I start doubting everything I guessed.
But enough about his movies, and let's get to know Christopher Robert Evans as a person, as a whole. All right. So Christopher Robert Evans actually has a little hidden talent, a little hobby that he likes. Can you guess what it is?
A little
It's pretty
hobby.
random. Yeah.
Little hibbity jibbity.
Yep, little hidden talent that he does. I guess my
Piano.
hint was that piano. Never mind.
Wait,
no
I want the
then.
hint. I want the hint. I want the hint.
I'm good. You already said it.
No. I want the hint.
My hint is that he's from Boston.
What, yelling at people? Like, I don't know. What the hell do Boston people do? He likes going crab fishing. I don't know.
You think that's a hidden talent?
What the hell do Boston people do? I'm not from there. I've been to the East Coast like twice in my life, man. Like I've never been to Massachusetts.
If you thought about it, it's a good hint.
He likes being what? He likes eating Boston cream pie. He loves, I don't know, reading about the Liberty Bell. That's in Boston, Massachusetts, right? According to
all right.
Really?
It's in Philadelphia, man.
I could have sworn that
Lord.
in the National Treasure, the bell was in Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, it had to be because they couldn't get to the real one. All right. Okay. Well, I didn't know this whole hidden talent was going to be such a big deal.
It's piano, okay? It's piano.
Okay. All right. It's piano. Okay. All right. Last question about Christopher Robert Evans, is that he actually shares something with Christopher Hemsworth. They have something in common that you also mentioned in your episode. Can you guess what it is?
They both have their handprints in front of the Chinese state.
Why would I say I didn't know anything about the handprints? Okay.
I don't know, man. Okay. Something they share. They both are from Australia. Nah, he's not from Australia. There's no way.
It's Christopher Robert Evans. Oh, okay.
I kind of want to see Christopher, whatever. God, you're making me say it now. I kind of want to see Chris Evans doing an accent because I feel like he's not good at accents.
Probably
like he doesn't seem the type to be good at accents. Like he would only play like an American guy. You know how some people have like really American faces or people have really British faces. And then when they try to do an American accent, like it sounds American, but when you look at them, it doesn't feel like it fits.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So I feel like Chris Evans has that for America where he has to be American.
There's some British people that do a horrible American accent and they still have it on the show. And I'm just like, what is happening? But whatever.
What else? What did I talk about for Chris Hemsworth? Our final answer: Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth both share wives.
Ew.
No. What did I even talk about for Chris Hemsworth? What? They both own companies that aren't acting.
Okay. Right. All right. Well, that's it for me for my questions about Chris Evans. How you feel?
You know what? Let's just go on to the questions or the answers. I don't know. I'm having some holiday drinks right now, and we'll find out.
A little eggnog, a little spiked eggnog. Spiked eggnog is delicious.
I got me some hard apple cider.
Oh, okay. All right. That's the same.
I like eggnog. I don't know about you, but I actually like
eggnog. Yeah.
Everyone always like craps on it. And I'm like, it's good. I kind of like it. It's good.
The eggy. Hello. Give it. Put it in my mouth.
I've never had real spiked eggnog though. Like the ones that actually have the alcohol in it.
It's just rum.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I probably like it. I like rum.
Yeah. It's the spice rum. I think. I might be wrong. All right. Well, before we talk more about getting drunk, let's take a break.
It's beginning to look a lot like Chris
Evans.
Chris Evans.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Everywhere you go.
Oh, there you go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Christopher Robert Evans. Are you ready to see if you were right about the questions I asked you, Jeremy?
Hit me.
Okay. Well, I first asked you what his first acting gig was and his first modeling gig was. And your guess was that his first acting kid. What?
He's an acting kid?
Yeah, he was an acting kid. Was that he was in a sex ed film, learning about your body during puberty and stuff. And you are wrong. His first movie was actually about biodiversity.
Really?
Yeah, biodiversity.
Why do you need a teenager in that?
I don't know, but the movie.
There's white people, there's black people, there's some Asians too.
But it was like a competition where you can have high schoolers enter like a movie contest by submitting a video about biodiversity. And I don't know if his movie won, actually. I'm not even sure. I should have looked into that. But basically, the movie was called Biodiversity: Wild About Life.
Okay, sure.
That's right into your zone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is. But yeah, he was 15 when he did this movie. It was in 1997, so we were a couple months old.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah, that was his first acting gig, and his first modeling gig was for a board game called Mystery Date. I don't know.
Oh, Mystery Date?
You've heard of Mystery Date?
No.
Oh,
no,
God.
I've never heard of it.
What is Mystery Date, you may ask? I also asked that question when I first saw that. And basically, it's a board game marketed to girls, of course. Patriarchy.
All right.
But
okay.
Yeah, basically, the whole objective of the game is to acquire a desirable date, and you get rid of the boring ones. So there's like characters. And you can make outfits on them, blah, blah, blah. 1999, Chris Evans was one of the characters in the board game. He was on the picture of the board game in the cover. So that was his first modeling gig. And his character was named Tyler, and he was the beach date. He was a surfer dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is funny because he actually hates surfing. So
really?
Apparently he's never really been into it or never really gotten to it. So
you know who loves surfing?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Well, he's Australian. That's all they do.
Yeah, apparently, I think, who was it? It was either Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth, who basically, when he was young, won a bunch of championships or something. Like, he did a bunch of those surfing competitions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for them.
I mean, they're Australians who live near the beach. You're gonna be surfing.
They have nothing else to do. Either catch spiders or surf. It's one or the other.
What's it do with catching the spiders, man?
Someone has to catch them somehow.
Why? Why do we need to catch spiders?
They gotta go back home. They're lost. More on the Mystery Date. He was on the 1999 version, and it was the version where it included an electronic talking phone. So the girls would talk on a phone, and you would talk to your date, quotation marks. But his voice wasn't actually used in the game. It was some other voice, but for his character. But that was it. Fun game. Let's buy it.
Honestly, I would buy it just for Chris. I'd buy it just for fun. See if it's worth any more. I mean, I'm into board games, so I'll buy whatever board game just for fun. But yeah, why not?
Yeah, if you want to get the game, his mom has it because she has everything that he does, everything that he's done. She has it in her garage or something. So if you want a board game,
mom.
I know. My mom doesn't even have my paper.
Yeah, and my mom doesn't listen to this podcast, so.
Woo! But so it wasn't The Sims, it was Mystery Date. But next question, I asked you, what other comic book movies has he been in other than the Avengers and Fantastic Four? And your guess was Kick-Ass, Pete something versus the World.
No, it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
and The Watchmen. And
Yep.
you were correct for one of them. He was actually
Scott
in
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, y'all. You should watch it if you
Is
haven't
it
seen
though?
it. I like
I've
it.
watched it.
It's a fun movie.
I watched it like within the last year. And I like it's on one of those where like they turn the comic book into a literal movie where like the movie looks like it was the comic book.
I liked
And
it.
it's like I don't really need all of that. It was kind of weird. I don't really understand the premise of the movie. So
I appreciated it.
Sure.
I like it.
I don't really remember him in the movie, but I'll take your word for it.
Me neither, to be honest.
Yeah, like I literally just told you the only 3 movies I know that were comic book movies. That's it. I know there's a lot more, but I can't think of them.
Yeah. All right. So the other ones that he was in that you did not name, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was in the cartoon version movie.
What?
He voiced Casey Jones. He was in that.
Okay.
He was in a
Classic.
movie called The Losers, which is a DC comic. And he was also in a South Korean movie called Snowpiercer.
Oh, yeah. He was in Snowpiercer.
Yeah. That was
a great film.
I heard it was good. I have not seen it. I will now watch it because of what I've heard about it.
It's definitely worth watching. And then they turned it into a TV show too.
Oh, they did?
Where,
South Korean show or
no, the movie is technically kind of like an American movie, I guess, because it has like Chris Evans, but it's directed by the guy who directed Parasite.
Yeah, I found that.
And then now the TV show stars Daveed Diggs. He's the guy that was in Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it on Netflix?
I don't think it's on Netflix. Snowpiercer might be on Netflix, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like the movie might be on Netflix.
That's good to know. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh dang, this has like a bunch of good reviews, so I'll definitely watch Snowpiercer.
It's worth it. It's interesting, I would say.
Okay. He's the lead? I don't even know.
I think so, yeah. He's like the guy that's on the poster.
Oh. So yeah, those are the comic book movies that he did. And I then asked you what you think his hidden talent was or his hobby. And my hint for you was that he's from Boston. So first you guessed it was piano, and that's your final guess though. Like he plays the piano just because of that one video, whatever.
I mean, that is a talent, is that not?
Yeah, it is.
Can you play the piano?
I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay. And Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay.
And then with my Boston hint, you were like, he likes to eat Boston cream pie or he likes to hang out with the Liberty Bell. But those are all wrong.
I mean, what else do Bostons do?
So my thing with Boston was that there's a lot of Irish people in Boston.
Who would know that?
A lot of people
would know that.
Okay,
Who
Conan
else would
O'Brien
know that?
is from Boston, and he's Irish.
Who would know that?
A lot of people know that. When you think of Irish people, you think of Boston.
No one would know that.
Okay, whatever. So my hint is that there's a lot of Irish people. What's your guess for his hidden talent then? It's not piano.
It's what is it? The Irish jig, where he does like the Irish dance.
Okay, that's close. Yeah. So his hidden talent is tap dancing. Chris Evans likes to tap dance. That he is into that. Is he moving down your list? It doesn't look.
I'm not gonna say he's moving up because of that, but you know, I have nothing against tap dancing.
Yeah. It's just something that you wouldn't expect, right? America's ass likes to tap dance.
I'm sure that helps with your ass too. So
probably, yeah, tippy toes, you know. And finally, I asked you. He has something in common with Chris Hemsworth that you mentioned in the episode that you hosted with Chris Hemsworth. And your guess was that they both shared wives.
You know, man, I couldn't think of what else, okay?
No, well, your final guess was that they both own companies that aren't related to acting. And you're wrong. Actually, their relation is that they both have brothers that are also actors. Did you know that? Yeah.
Evans?
Who
else? What other Evans? I can't think of another Evans.
Let me tell you.
Okay, tell me, tough guy. Tell me.
Okay, so he has a brother named Scott Evans that actually is pretty famous in the soap opera world.
Oh, whatever.
He's a famous soap opera actor. So that was something he had in common with Chris Hemsworth. They have brothers that act also.
Like, I wonder how much money soap opera stars make.
It depends. I think the veterans, they make a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess because like they help run the show, I guess, or something.
Yeah, and soap operas run for a long
Forever.
time. Yeah.
I can't believe how people are into it because
I don't get it.
it's kind of like Korean dramas, I guess, because that's literally just a soap opera. Like that's the same thing.
But Korean dramas are good.
This is why I'm not into Korean dramas, because it's the same thing as soap operas. It's
No,
literally
it's
like,
not.
it's like, oh, I forgot who my love is. Oh no, I have to find you. Oh no, it's not happening. Oh no, I'm gonna miss you. We gotta find each other.
Okay,
I need love. Oh, I forgot who you are. Oh, I hit a car in my brain and I have to remember everything now. It's like, it's always the same stuff. And that literally happens.
One drama.
That literally happens in soap operas too. And that's literally the stereotypical K-drama.
Well, because soap operas run for so long, they just run with random stories.
Yeah, and so does K-dramas too. This is all the same stuff.
No.
K-dramas is the soap opera version of Korea. Okay.
No.
I'm saying it right now. I'm putting my foot down. That's fact. The more you know. This?
I don't agree with this, Koreans. Listeners in Korea.
K-dramas. Know this?
Okay, whatever. But yeah, more little tidbits about Christopher Robert Evans. Just on the controversy part, I mean, there wasn't really like a big controversy with him, but just some things like he got into a little controversy with Jeremy Renner when they were both asked about Black Widow's romances with every character. Jeremy Renner called you've heard about it? You remember?
I've seen it. I saw the clip when they talked about it during Jimmy Kimmel and stuff.
Okay.
Because like she's the only girl in the whole Avengers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just used some like derogatory remarks or like words to describe Black Widow that the public wasn't very fond of. So that was a little controversy with Chris Evans. But they apologized and they said that they know what they did was wrong. The most recent controversy he had was that he leaked out a nude picture of his.
Oh, yeah. That's not a controversy. That's a gift to mankind.
But basically he was like on Instagram and he posted on his story of like a video and it was like a screen recording. So when he got out of the screen recording, it went straight to his gallery, and on his gallery was a nude picture of his that was on the story, and everyone caught it. I mean, he removed the story like right after because everyone was like, yo, dick is just on.
I mean, you like flaunt it if you got it. Why not?
But yeah, and he actually used that whole situation to like push people to vote. And he was like, his tweet was like, now that I have your attention, go out and vote. But that's everything I had on Chris Evans. What do you think?
You know, so far, I still think Chris Evans is pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. Yeah,
I actually really like learning more about him. I had fun. I'm sorry, Chris Pine. I did not have fun with you, but Chris...
Yeah, we'll find out. So far, I think Chris Evans is going to rise in my ranks. I think Chris Pine is going to go down. Chris Hemsworth, I still don't really know. I'm waiting for Chris Pratt to see what will happen.
Yeah, enlighten me with Chris Pratt, please.
We'll see. I haven't done the research yet, so who knows?
Yeah, but all right. But that's the end of my segment. It's time for our ending segment. What is it, Jeremy?
Fact from the past. Fact past. Past fact. All that good stuff. Fact from the past.
Okay, so what you got for us?
All right. As you all know, this is the end part of our podcast. The best juicy little tidbits. So, Clint, let's talk about Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock.
Do you know who the author of Sherlock Holmes is?
Are you kidding me? I asked you that question.
So who is it?
Conan O'Brien. James Arthur Hemingway. James Arthur Conan, right? No, what am I? Oh, sorry. Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah, see, this is why I still had to ask you the question. That's why.
His name is confusing.
So his name is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
There you go. Uh-huh.
And apparently, before he became a writer or a full-time writer, he was actually a doctor.
A stripper. Oh.
So when we did the episode on Sherlock Holmes, we mainly focused on the fictional character. But what I found out is that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle actually got an MD degree.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he actually became
the lazy
a doctor,
kind of doctor
before becoming a writer.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah. So technically, maybe his name should be Sir Dr. Arthur Conan Doyle.
It's too long. No, it wouldn't fly. No.
Yeah. And what's kind of interesting is that similar to what you're doing, how you have your own research papers and you're actually getting papers published into an academic field. He also had some research papers too.
How dare.
Yeah. So in September 1879, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had one of his first academic articles published called Gelsemium as a Poison.
What?
Now, I don't really know what gelsemium is, but apparently this study, according to the Daily Telegraph, was regarded as a potentially very useful article because it helped 21st century murder investigations. Yeah. Okay. So I guess basically what he did was maybe the article talks about how this element or this type of compound is some sort of poison and how it can be used or how it has been used, like its side effects and whatnot. So apparently this article is being referenced a lot for different types of murder investigations, I guess because people use this compound for murders. So I'm wondering whether this type of research sparked different ideas in
murder. Yeah.
Probably. Maybe. I think so.
Maybe.
You know? So I feel like a lot of his academic and also his medical background might have something to do with all these different stories where he did like things that people wouldn't have thought about, you know?
Okay. Conan O'Brien, I see you.
Yeah. Mr. Arthur, Sir, Dr. Conan Doyle.
You just added Mr. and Doctor. All right. All gelsemium is a plant.
Oh, so that's my fact from the past.
Oh, thanks for that.
All right. Well, as always, thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Know This Pod. Please rate and review our podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Stitcher. It really helps us out, gets our name out there. And if you have any suggestions for different topics or comments on how our podcast could be improved or what you even liked about it, and we're always changing our last subject, our last topic of the day, our last segment for all the little goodie bits. If you want something like that, email us at theknowthispodcast@gmail.com.
Wow. Cover art by Amy Hoffman. Music by Karthik Prabhakaran. What? I'm gonna move on.
Okay, go.
Music by Karthik Prabhakaran. Edited and produced by Clint Valencia and Jeremy Mack. See you guys next week for the last episode.
That's our last episode. Stay tuned for the season finale of the season of Chris's.
The best damn. Okay.
Seasons of Christmas, seasons of Chris's.
Yeah. Bye.